Today, I want to give you 5 quick reasons that so many people are moving to Arizona and more coming in 2022. Stick around and we'll get started right now. Hey there, if you're new to my channel, I'm Shawn Jardine. I'm a local realtor here in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, and I love to help people move to the area. Some of my clients are local, of course, but I work with lots and lots of people who are making a move to the Phoenix, Scottsdale area for the first time, and then some that are coming back. There's got to be a reason that Maricopa County was named the #1 fastest growing county in the USA. I'd like to say in the universe, probably that too, but about 300 people every day are coming here. So that's around 100,000-ish people every year, and even that might seem a little low to me with the number of homes being built and the fact that you can't get a U-Haul truck to come here because everybody's leaving where they're at, like California, and they're coming to Arizona. Now, there are a lot of reasons that make people move here day in and day out, 365 days a year. Maybe you might have just one, you might have more than one, but I think you'll see that a lot of these reasons actually do intersect each other. I find that kind of interesting. Now, the first big reason that people are coming here makes sense to me: jobs. Lots and lots of very large companies are relocating here or expanding their operations. We've got all industries: high tech, medical, manufacturing, warehousing, a lot of startups, you name it, we have it here. But they're not just coming from the obvious places like California, they're also coming internationally. The Taiwan semiconductor plant will be building, well, I guess they've started building, up near where the I-17 and the 303 intersect, up in far north Phoenix, Peoria area. It's a 200,000 square foot plant that will employ over 3,000 people. Those are high-end jobs. They're not just assembly line jobs. These are college graduate type jobs, and they will pay well. So that will put a lot of money into our economy and provide employment for a lot of people who will move here for those jobs. Now, some jobs that are coming here are due to unfriendly business climates. It sounds like it's dangerous or something. It's financially dangerous for a lot of these companies to stay where they're at. Places like California or New York, New Jersey, it doesn't make sense for them tax-wise to stay. So they're simply pulling up stakes and they're moving to a tax and business-friendly state like Arizona. It's very, very common now, and the announcements are sometimes hourly that we hear on the news. Now let's talk about reason number 2. This one's pretty easy, I think. Weather. Our weather is fabulous. Now, I know you're going to say, but what about the summer? It's so hot. Yeah, we get triple digits, but it's really not that bad. I would say 70% of the year is fantastic. Right now, I'm doing this video in December, and we're not wearing coats, we're not shoveling snow, we're eating dinner outside at night and enjoying ourselves. So weather is a big, big reason that people come here either as snowbirds in the wintertime or they come here and they just stay year round. You can pretty much know that every day is just going to be warm or warmer. People do get excited when we might have some clouds and it might get below 65, and they'll put on their sweaters and their Ugg boots and stay inside and watch movies like it's some kind of snow day. Those of us from the real snowy places think that's funny, but now that I've been here for quite a while, it's almost starting to make sense, so I worry about myself. But weather is the key. You can be active, you can be outside, you can hike, you can bike, you can play pickleball, tennis, you can just sit outside, like I said, on a patio at night and enjoy a nice meal and sip a cocktail if you like. The only time I wear a coat is when I leave the state, and that's not that common in the winter. So I don't want to go where it's cold. This is really a great climate, and that's a big deal for a lot of people. So reason 3 is kind of a new one since COVID came along. I like to call these people political refugees. Now, these are people that were living in unfriendly climates politically. Maybe because of COVID, they had super harsh lockdowns and had to wear masks or couldn't eat out or do things. Some people simply got fed up with that, and if they could leave, they did. And for many, it was just the final straw, and they made their exit. If they could work from home, if they could retire, lots of people made those choices in the last 18 to 20 months or so. So we are seeing people from all states, obviously, but the bulk of our people are coming from the places you might imagine: California, Chicago, the northeastern states, New York, New Jersey. A lot of that has to do with the political climate, and they just don't want to be a part of that anymore. They want to live their lives in freedom and make the choices that they want to make for them and their families. Arizona has always kind of been a Wild West place. So our state government it tends to be very reasonable. They're not 100% in agreement with me at all times, but I would say they're reasonable. We're still the Wild West here, and people kind of go by the Wild West cowboy code, I guess. Treat everyone with respect, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have done unto you, and just mind your manners. That's kind of how we roll here in Arizona, and a lot of people enjoy that way of life. People in these high exit states are sick of things like riots, non-policing. The people that do get arrested get released. They're released from jail. They're never charged. All of those things make them uneasy about going into their own downtown. If you live in Portland, that might sound kind of like what you guys have been dealing with. Same thing with Seattle. Same thing with Los Angeles, with the looting that's going on. People really don't want to live with that. And they certainly don't want their tax money going to all of the silliness that is happening in some of those places. Now, number 4, this is a big one for a lot of people: taxes. Our taxes are very low. Our state income tax is half of what it is in California. So think on that a little bit. Half of what it is in California. Same thing with many other states where people are leaving. Here, it just makes more sense. Why are our taxes less? Well, multiple reasons, but a lot of it is we don't have all of these social and entitlement programs that some of those other states have come up with. We just pay for our own selves, and we expect everybody to pull their own weight. The other cool thing that we have is no state tax on retirees' Social Security income. I think that's awesome, because if you're a retiree on a fixed income relying on Social Security, not paying state taxes can really make a difference for you. So think about that. If you're planning to relocate here, factor that into your budget. We just gave you a raise. Now, speaking of retirees, that's the number 5 reason. So many people come here to retire. Again, low cost of living, great weather, low taxes, all of the things we've talked about today. That's where, remember I said things would intersect. They really do with retirees. This is a great place. We've got awesome 55 plus communities with built-in amenities. And for people who don't want to live in one of those communities, they can still find an affordable, safe place to live where people are friendly and the cost of living is low. So for retirees, Arizona makes really good sense. Take a look back at these 5 things that I've talked about today. See which of these things intersect for you. If you're thinking of making a move to Arizona, we would love to have you. One word of caution though, we don't want people that hate where they live and then they come to Arizona and want everything their way. You see a lot of bumper stickers here, and you see it in Colorado too, where people say, "Don't Californicate my state." And what that means is, it's not that we hate Californians, it's that we don't want the policies that those other states had that made it unlivable. Those places used to be nice places to live, but they're not anymore because of high crime, high taxes, lack of school choices. And so all of those things that irritate people bring them to Arizona. But we don't want you driving fast. Don't cut across 6 lanes of traffic like I'm starting to see here on the 101 loop. Mind your manners. Again, we're still living like cowboys here in Arizona, and we want to be polite. We want to do the right thing, help other people, love other people. So keep that in mind. If you're coming from where you were, don't bring that mess with you. Leave it behind. There's a reason you want to leave. So if you are thinking of becoming a refugee of some sorts, please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. Give me a call or text the number on the screen, or leave me a comment below. Tell me where you're living now and why you want out. And let's talk about how we can make your dream of moving to Arizona come true.